These are the picks for Parx Racing on Monday, May 19. You are watching the race simulation of the first race, a courtesy of the race simulator of equinix.com. You have there the QR code. Go to the page that is linked to that QR code. Register your free user. You will try the best handicapping tool in the business for the US horse racing. Do it right away. You will not regret at all. We are changing the style a little bit. We did the quick analysis of the scoring picks, win percentage, etc. For in the Spanish version, and we have some picks that we improvise in the previous video, and we will do it in the same way for this video. So don't forget the scoring picks, emulating a human being, 55% winning rate here with the top picks. The long shot between 11 to 14%. You need to use this as much as you can. The win probability is calculated based on stats independent from this. The pace, the initial speed of the horse, you can see it graphically. The SOR, the strength of race, the competitive level of each horse in average. This is one is of the race. The record at the distance and surface, the GSR, the genetic strength rate, the pedigree of the horse in one number. Higher, the better. And you have more information here. If you touch a horse, you can watch or you can review, better said, the whole campaign of the horse, the workouts, even the campaign of the stallion, the dang, all the information, especially useful. We first started GSR Plus, the analysis for the pedigree for each distance and surface for the horse. Useful for trainers, also for owners, maybe for jockeys to suggest information. In the first race, and let's go with the picks that we improvise. See, the 3 and 7 are the picks, the 2 is the long shot, 3 and 7 among the mix of the top win percentage. So the race is reduced to these 4 horses. The 7, with a good chance, has a victory at a distance. The GSR is a bit weaker. The SOR is the top one, is here, has a good chance to win. The number 1, top pace, also winner at the distance, a bit better GSR, but a lower SOR, good morning line. 1, that is the number 1. The 3, 21%, very good. 1 victory at the distance, has a good chance, obviously. And the number 6 is in the mix, 19% to win. So this race is very equalized. Maybe these picks, but the order, I leave you to you. You need to go to the detail to put in order these horses, but 7, 1, 5, 6. In the second race, 1 and 5, the picks, the 3 is the long shot. The number 1 with a very good win percentage. Using him in very quickly. It has the horse to beat. Then you have 3 horses, including the 5 and the 2 and the 4 that are enemies. Good, decent GSR. This one has difficulties to win, but has a lower GSR as well. It's the second pick. I put it here in the mix with the 2 and 4. You need to be considering them. You need to consider them against the number 1, but the number 1, maybe a single. The horse to beat, only 1 victory in 9 attempts, but he will be a tough cook in this race. In race 3, sorry. 5 and 2, the picks, the 3 is the long shot. See that the race is equalized between the horses, but especially the 2 and 5 are the top. I like the 5 a little bit more because has 2 victories at the distance. Probably has more chance to take the victory here. So likely the top pick, the 2 is the second pick, is very close. And these 2, 1 and 3, including the long shot, are enemies. Maybe the number 1 has a better GSR, but the number 3 has a victory. They are equalized. The GSR is lower here. They are very alike in the opportunity to win. In race 4, 6 and 4, the top picks, the 2 is the long shot. 62% is very respectable. No victories at the distance, but a very good win percentage. And this is the top pick. Horse to beat. The number 6, the 4, Fast Bob, is slower. That is the part that I don't like, but has 4 victories at the distance, so he closed fast and has a chance. Obviously, it's the big enemy, and the number 2 is the long shot. Good GSR, better than the 6 and 4. No victories in 10 attempts at the distance. That's the negative part, but could hit the board. So maybe a fair option. You have there other opportunities, but at least the 6 and 4, and then the number 2. In race 5, 3 and 5, the top picks. The number 1 is the long shot. See this? Almost 60%. These 2 are very strong in this race. The finish is this race is run in a mile, and the GSR of this horse is only 51 and no victories at the distance. Well, these are maidens, but the GSR will have some weight in this kind of race. That is the reason that I put the 3 that has a better GSR, has the top pick and is here and has a win percentage that's very solid. And despite the 2 is not up here, but has a better SOR, good enough win percentage, 6-1 in the money line and 79 in the GSR. These 2 horses are strong here. I will respect this win percentage, and this algorithm put him as a second pick, has a fair option, but the GSR could weigh too much at the distance. Race 6, 7 and 5, the picks, and the number 1 is the long shot. These 2 at the top, and they look strong. Only 1 victory at the distance, but better SOR. 2 victories at the distance in 4 attempts. Looks very solid. 5-1 in the money line. For that reason, price value, top pick, the 5 enemy. And then you have 4 horses with almost the same win percentage. This one is the weakest one because has no victories at the distance and the lower GSR. That is the reason that I will use probably 6-3. And the number 2 has a good pace, could run very well at 10-1 in the money line. So I will use in this way. 2-3, 2-6-3. The other horses that you could consider in this race. It's a tough one. Race 7, 1 and 3, the picks, and them. And then them. You can say that. And in this race, the number 1, top win percentage, top pace, top SOR, 6 victories in 12 attempts, top GSR, top pick, 5-1 in the money line, price play, probably a single, a good value. The 3 is the enemy. 4 victories at the distance, you need to respect that. But I believe the number 1 is the horse to beat here. The 3 is the main enemy. A 2-race horse, in my opinion. If you want to consider another one, you have the 5, 6, 5, 7, and 4. They are very equalized. Maybe you can have a long shot out of them. But I will say this is a 2-race horse with the number 1, likely the winner. In race 8, 1 and 3, the top picks, the 2 is the long shot. This race is more equalized between 1, 4, and 2. And 1 mile and 70 yards. Remember what I said about the GSR. So, see, the number 1, 28% to win. Decent GSR is good. But I like that the number 3, that is the other pick that is at the top, has enough win percentage and a very good GSR, enough SOR like the number 1. These are the 2 horses of the race. But I will put the balance a bit aim to the number 3 because the GSR is higher at the distance. So 3-1, and then you have 2 and 4 in this race. But the 3, I like this horse at 5-1 in the money line. In race number 9, and you have 5, 6, the top picks, the 2 is the long shot, 5 and 6 at the top, 56% between them. These 2 clearly are over the rest here and here. And then you have 1, 3, and 4 that are very equalized. I prefer a bit the number 1 and the number 4 because they have victories at the distance, and this one is 0-4-2. So, and he will be leading the race, but he will receive pressure. So I believe 5 and 6 and enemies 1 and 4. In race number 10, 3 and 9, the picks. The number 1 is the long shot. See, I put the number 9. Hey River, the top pace of the race, no victory at the distance, but the GSR is good enough. I believe he will control the pace, and Michael Pino is effective first time with the horse. So the 3 is the enemy, but only 1 in the pace is very slow. He will close for sure, no victory at the distance. So the number 9 is the horse to beat, and then you have the 3, a good chance. Then you have the number 8, a decent GSR, will be chasing the speed. The number 6 does the autos, similar than the number 8. They are very equalized. And the number 1, Imagine Eyes, is the long shot, 10%. So you have the 9, could wire the field, and you have 4 options to try to beat him or combine with him. These are the picks for Parx Racing. Tomorrow we will have more